Odell Beckham is not at practice for the Cleveland Browns. A team excused absence. What is going on with Odell and the Browns, Ian?
I don't know. All I know is that he was listed as a non-injury reason to practice. Why the absence is, I do not know. I mean, I know some things, but I cannot confirm that it was excused by the team or what led to it or anything. What I do know is that he is not there right now for reasons not involving the AC joint sprain that he has in his shoulder.
So what's the latest? I mean, why wasn't he traded, and what happens now, do you think?
You know, he wasn't traded because it's hard to trade for really expensive players who are not playing well. I mean, if you think about it, the only really expensive player who was traded was Von Miller, and he was traded because the Broncos paid most of his salary and took a second and third round pick for it. You know, like that's why he was traded. I mean, guys who are not playing well and who are very expensive didn't get traded this year because everyone's tight against the cap, and that's that. I mean, I know, you know, I mean, I guess the Saints looked into it, but they couldn't have looked into it for that long because I don't know how that would work money-wise. So, and I don't think the Browns were going to eat money. So it's not a good situation. And I don't know how it's going to end either. I mean, what's Odell Beckham's future like in Cleveland? It's not like the offense has been making good use of him already.
Right.
So, like, what's the point?
Right. That is the point. So what about his relationship with Baker? Apparently they were playing video games on Jarvis Landry's feed last night, right? So
I don't think they have a bad relationship. I really don't.
Right.
And I know this sounds stupid, but I really don't. I just think if they don't have a good football relationship. You know, like you can be friends with someone and just not mesh well on the field. You can be friends with someone and just not be in sync. You know, like it almost has nothing. Like, everybody likes Odell. You know, I just think it's more they have not been able to connect football-wise, and we've seen a lot of evidence to show that. It is not a small sample size anymore.
So is it possible they can just release him, or you know, in the NBA, this would lead to, you know, just a contract being bought out, and what if Odell helps buy himself out, right? What if Odell just tells the Browns, well, let's come up with some sort of financial settlement where you don't pay me.
I mean, if he's going to give up money, I'm sure they would be open to it. But you know, Odell, I would be surprised if Odell would give up money. Nobody should give up money. So, I mean, how is it going to end? I don't know, but my guess is it's not going to end with him dancing in the end zone after catching a touchdown pass from Baker Mayfield, but we will see.
Ian Rapoport here on the Rich Eisen Show, because I think he would if he showed up on a bunch of other teams, I think we'd find out that he still has some gas left in the tank for sure. What are the Saints going to? I do. Absolutely, I think that. Yeah. You don't?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out. And I say this as someone who has always been a fan of Odell, just like as a person, but as a player mostly. I mean, look, we see this all the time when, you know, fans will be clamoring for some players on the sidelines. Why won't they play this guy? Why won't they play this guy? Then you see the guy get in, and you're like, oh, I see why they haven't played him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure Baker Mayfield would want to throw to a very good player who gets open and will score touchdowns. The fact that he's not isn't personal. To me, it just means it might not be those things.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.